also following more breaking news. 3 law enforcement officers shot during a chase. This was in Carroll County early this morning. One suspect is dead, another one in police custody. That deadly pursuit crossed several city lines. All of this starting with a high-speed chase on I-20 in Bremen. The pursuit then making its way south into Carrollton before heading north on Highway 61, where it all ended right near Villa Rica. We have live team coverage for you right now on every angle of this breaking news story. We begin with CBS 46's Sabrina Silva with the latest on the investigation. Sabrina, what an afternoon already.
Oh, absolutely, Karen. And we're right outside the Georgia State Patrol Post 4. And that's where law enforcement officers held a press conference with the latest information. And right down 61 right over here is where this chase came to a deadly end. Now, we still don't know who the suspects are, but this afternoon we're learning more information on those officers involved.
This morning we had a very horrific incident that happened here in Carroll County.
A close call for not one, but 3 officers from different jurisdictions after a car chase turned deadly. It all started as a traffic stop on I-20 near Bremen that led to a chase into Highway 61 in Carrollton, ending on 61 North, going into Villa Rica.
During the course of that chase, gunshots were fired by the suspects, firing first on the State Patrol, later on other officers.
Those officers are Deputy Jay Repetto with Carroll County Sheriff's Office, who is recovering from a gunshot wound to the arm. Sergeant Bob Holloway with Carrollton Police Department, who was flown to a hospital in Atlanta after losing control of his patrol car, hitting a utility pole moments after being struck by a bullet. And Officer Chase Gorby, who was shot twice by the suspects. According to the Villa Rica Police Department's Facebook page, Officer Gorby had just joined their unit September of last year.
At this time, one suspect is dead. One suspect is in custody. Could have been a lot worse, and we're thankful and we pray for the speedy recovery of those officers.
Now, police did tell us that there were only these 2 suspects involved, nobody else. And they let us know that those 3 officers, they are recovering from their injuries with families and loved ones. But for now, reporting live in Carroll County, I'm Sabrina Silva, CBS 46 News.
Sabrina, thanks so much. Now, folks all across Carroll County heard the sirens very early this morning, not knowing at the time just what was unfolding. So we're going to continue our live team coverage right now with our Rebecca Schramm. And Rebecca, you're at the spot where the chase ended. Still a lot of police activity there now as well.
Yeah, absolutely, Karen. And for those of you at home who are familiar with this area just south of Villa Rica, I want to show you because this is where you turn into Ithaca Elementary School. Well, look at the road down here. This is Whitworth Road. If you'll take a look, you can see it's still an active scene. This is the spot where one of the suspects who had just shot 3 officers was ultimately shot and killed.
I was just taking the dogs out about 4:30 this morning and heard all the sirens.
James Pate tells me when the gunfire stopped, he ventured out to see what he could learn.
I thought it must be something pretty big because at the V-Plex up here, they had like, I don't know, 15 ambulances and I don't know how many cop cars, and they were all over on the back roads. Every road I was on, there was. So they were in hunt of whoever it was.
We've since learned this is the car the suspects were in when they led police on a chase through Carroll County. You can see the front bumper is dangling and the back window is shot out. Authorities tell us it was Whitworth Road where law enforcement ended up shooting to death one of the suspects, the other taken into custody nearby. Now, people in the community are left with so many questions. Why were the men running from police, and why did they shoot at the officers, wounding 3 of them?
There had to be something else besides just going 111 miles an hour for them to run like that and to then start firing upon the police. There had to be something else going on.
And taking another live look, I can tell you the GBI is now in charge of the investigation. And you know what? With as many shots as were fired this morning by the suspects and the return fire by law enforcement, they will certainly have their work cut out for them. We will keep you posted throughout the day as we learn more. We're live in Carroll County. Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News.
Absolutely, Rebecca. Thank you so much for that.